Have you ever been that blind buy fragrance purchaser? I know for me, that is a love of mine. I love the mystery. I love the experience. I love the research behind finding a new fragrance that I think I will love based on the notes, based on the way it is described. If you are a blind buyer, comment below. If this is something that you would never do, comment as well and tell me why. Maybe you've had a bad experience. Maybe you haven't come across a fragrance that you really have fallen in love with that way. Maybe you have just wasted $200 and would never ever do that again. I actually enjoy it. I find it very exciting to receive something new, usually on a delivery. It's just like Christmas morning all over again. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail and being here. If you love fragrances, consider subscribing to my channel. I would love you to be a part of this community. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support. And I'm so glad that you are here. I really enjoy getting to know each of my viewers a little bit better. And let me tell you, in this haul, I have some fragrances that were recommended to me by some of my viewers. So thank you so much for the comments and sharing your experiences with fragrances. So the first one that I'm going to talk about, I've actually had in my collection. So it's not going to be a direct first impression, but I really haven't worn it that much because it would be considered a fragrance I wouldn't necessarily wear in a very cold environment. I wouldn't wear it during the winter time. This fragrance here is Caleche by Hermes. This is the Eau de Parfum version. And for me, I found this very light, very delicate. I found it sensual. And I have used it at nighttime. I have used it in the evening because we are in the winter months now and it has been extremely cold, and this is not something that I would want to wear during the daytime in a cold weather experience. Yes, it's very tart in its opening. It's very citrus. I do smell some type of powder or musk, a little citrus, as I said. Like I said, it's pretty tart in its opening, but when I have worn it to bed, I normally will spray this out of the shower before getting into bed, and I love the dry down. The dry down to me is more powdery and it's more delicate and it's more elegant. It's just for that type of evening where you want something that is more relaxing and calming, but you still want to smell very pretty and feminine. This one is definitely floral. Now, as an educator, I want to go ahead and give you all the information that I can to help you decide whether this would be something that you would enjoy. So I'm going to look at the notes, I'm going to look at the accords, and we'll talk about the differences and what I am experiencing while I'm smelling this on the blotter. This one here in the main accords is said to be powdery, leather, rose, violet, floral, animalic, iris, yellow floral, smoky, and vanilla. Those are the accords stated here. And when I did research this, you have to understand, I am a Hermes house lover. And the reason why I say that is because with Hermes fragrances, you are going to get high quality fragrances for the money that you spend when you are purchasing these. I would consider these more of investment pieces. These are going to be long lasting. They'll be able to retain its scent, its purity as it sits in your fragrance counter, fragrance cabinet, wherever it is that you display your fragrances or store your fragrances. You know, with Hermes, you're going to get a high quality product. So Caleche is not one that I had in my collection, but I heard about it. I read about it. I thought, you know what? This is one that I will enjoy. And I thought this would be perfect for a signature type fragrance that I could wear to work, that I could wear during the daytime, that I could wear out almost on an everyday, easy reach type setting. There is leather, rose, violet, mimosa, iris, vanilla, and tuberose. This one is said to be a part of their luxurious edition, which came out back in 2009. But when you smell this, it is definitely floral, tuberose, jasmine forward. I do not get the leather in the initial spray or the first 30 minutes that I wear that. The leather is more comforting, more suede-like, more gentle, and not heavy. This one here is, like I said, new to my collection. You can see I don't hardly have a dent, but I normally wear it in the evening for bedtime. Caleche by Hermes. In the fragrance community, we always are trying to find, high quality fragrances for a reasonable price, ones that you don't have to spend a huge amount of money when you're thinking about your budget. So this one here is by Lattafa, and I don't have another fragrance from this house. I don't. Lattafa is new to me. It's new to my collection. When I see this bottle, I initially think of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances like Caleche, and those fragrances that I've talked about that have been recent buys of mine in my collection. So this one here is called Confidential Private Gold. I've never smelled this before, so this is going to be new to me. But I know on Gent Scents, he recently did a review. He hated the bottle. He talked about the atomizer being pretty decent, but compared it to a few fragrances. Let's see if I agree with that. Okay, definitely getting a Xerjoff vibe. Now for the Xerjoff fragrances that I have Naxos, I have Renaissance, I have 1888. Now I'm not saying that this resembles any of them, but when you first spray Naxos, it has that initial citrus, chypre vibe in the beginning before it dries down. And that is what I'm getting when I smell this. It's a little fruity. It's citrusy. It's not a bad fragrance at all. Like, I am pleasantly surprised because I think I spent $14 for this bottle. It is not a bad buy at all. Is it something that I would wear for date night? No. Is it something that I would wear for a special occasion? I don't know if I would. The atomizer is beautiful. It's very light. It's very misty. It's very delicate. And then, like I said, it's very similar to the Caleche type bottle. I'm not a fan of this bottle. I'm not a fan of the others as well. It's a little chunky. It's a little just not so appealing to the eye. But this is, I am pleasantly surprised by this fragrance. This may not be a love of mine, but it would definitely be one that I think it is office safe, daytime safe, something that you could wear year round, but it's not something that I would wear for any type of special occasion. I would probably wear this if I wanted to smell good and I was running errands. I would probably wear this if I wanted to smell good and I was having a casual day at the office. That is Confidential Private Gold by Lattafa. The next fragrance that is new to my collection is Narciso Rodriguez Musc Noir. This one is something that I was interested in trying because I am such a big fan of Narciso Rodriguez's fragrances, and I didn't have Musc Noir in my collection. I really enjoyed Musc Noir Rose, and that is one that I love for date nights, special intimate nights with my husband, and it's something that I wanted to remain in that moment or have that memory. And I didn't want to continue to use my Musc Noir Rose for work or more casual type settings. But I really enjoyed the way it smells, and I really enjoy the way it makes my mood change. It really is an uplifting, mood shifting fragrance. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give Musc Noir a chance. And I hate to do that because I feel like a lot of times the fragrances are going to be so similar that I may be wasting my money. But let me tell you, I've worn this a couple of times and it is a gorgeous scent. This one I have worn to bed because I wanted to feel beautiful. I've worn it to bed because I wanted to feel alluring. I wore it to bed because it is just mood lifting and mood shifting. It brings a calm, a peace, a beauty. And with a Musc Noir by Narciso Rodriguez, this is the Eau de Parfum, I'm able to wear it to work and not be sexy. I'm able to wear it to work and smell beautiful, but not overly sensual. Not being sensual at all. I mean, when I'm at work, it's all business. I have a profession. I'm a professional. I want it to be business-like. And even though I need it to be appropriate for work, I still want it to smell beautiful, right? But I can't have it be overpowering. I can't have it be a bolder, more sensual type fragrance. And this fits that perfectly. Narciso Rodriguez Musc Noir is perfect for that occasion, and this is a hit for me. It's going to be another love of mine. Just, I'm such a huge fan. It is gorgeous, and it's going to smell so beautifully on you as well. Now, these were recommended to me by a few people. One was recommended by a viewer. Another was recommended on Instagram during a post that I was drawn into, and I had to keep watching it over and over. And I was so surprised that I had not heard about this enough. Now, don't get me wrong. I am so crazy busy at this time. I have not had a lot of time to get on social media, so I'm sure I'm missing a ton. And this fragrance has been out there for a while, but I want to talk about this one because the gal who posted this on Instagram did such a good job of describing this that I immediately started researching it, and I wanted to get a bottle for myself. Do I know what it smells like? No, absolutely not. Do I have any idea what it's going to do on my skin? No, I don't. Am I excited about this experience? Yes, I am. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but this bottle was interesting to me. It's got this beautiful, gorgeous juice, and then it's got this snake wrapped around it. And this one here is Pure Excess by Paco Rabanne. Now, those of you who have watched my channels and have seen my videos, you know that I really love Paco Rabanne's Olympia. Like, that is a gorgeous fragrance. I wear it at nighttime. I wear it for dates. I wear it when I want to be close with my husband. But this one is interesting to me. This one looks sexy. This one looks like it is vampy. And I'm excited to see what this one is going to do. This might be perfect for Valentine's Day. I don't know. We'll take a look and we'll take a whiff and see what it's going to be like. Now, in the main accords, you have vanilla, sweet, woody, powdery, coconut. Ooh, love that part. I'm excited. Yellow floral, lactonic, musky, fruity, and white floral. In your notes, there's no top, middle, base. There's popcorn, vanilla, coconut, ylang ylang, peach, orange blossom, white musk, sandalwood, amberette, and amberwood. If you have tried this fragrance, tell me what you think. Please let me know your experience with it, because I have never worn a fragrance with popcorn in the notes. Never. I know I love to eat popcorn. Popcorn is one of my favorite snacks. Just had some today, by the way. Go Skinny Pop. And I'm telling you, I'm excited to try this. So enough chatter. Let's get into this fragrance. Okay, just right off, you know I am a visual person. This bottle is heavy weighted and gorgeous. Now, just pulling off the top, I'm a little disappointed. I don't know. Y'all tell me, because y'all are really good at identifying bottles. Is this a tester cap or is this the original? Let me know. Because, and I don't want to be negative at all, but the cap feels cheap. It feels cheap. It should smell vanillic and sweet and woody and powdery and gorgeous. So, like I said, this gal on Instagram did such a good job of describing this fragrance. She had put a very nice dent in hers. Please excuse my nail. Can you see that? Isn't that awful? I broke it today at work, and I knew I was going to come home and record, and I have to schedule a nail appointment for tomorrow. But you know what? Remember, recovering perfectionist. Life's not perfect, and we're just going to go with it. So if you see a broken nail, life happens. All right. So, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is reminding me of a fragrance. I'm going to look down in just a second what other people have said it reminded them of. But this is reminding me of one of my fragrances, My Secret. If you know, that's really cost-effective, low, oh gosh, it's just a very budget-friendly fragrance. I love to wear that to bed. My Secret, this is what it reminds me of initially on the initial spray. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. But when I see a snake on the bottle, I'm thinking seductive. I'm thinking a temptress. I'm thinking of someone who's going to want to be on the naughty list and not the nice list. So, there is a fragrance called Far Away. And people have said that it reminds them of that fragrance. So if you're familiar with that, I'm not saying it's an exact dupe. I'm not saying, but maybe the same type of similar scent profile. This one here from Avon does have vanilla, sweet, woody, coconut, yellow floral, lactonic, etc. So I can see why they would recommend or suggest that it's similar. Interesting. I really like it. And a slight Olympia DNA, slightly. In your notes, like I said, I don't smell the popcorn. Maybe it's the peach and the orange blossom together where I'm getting that fruity vibe. The coconut is definitely making it creamy, but it's not coconut as in those fragrances that you would wear that you're thinking of beach time or suntan lotion. It's not that at all. I'm kind of like all over the place with this fragrance, but this is a hit for me. This is a hit for me. So I would definitely wear this. I would wear this for date night. I would wear this for night out with the girls, but not night out with the girls trying to discover other people. I would wear this as a night out with the girls, but it's just going to be y'all getting together for some cocktails. That's what I would wear it for. This would also be great for those cozy nights in where you just want to cuddle up, still be romantic, still have like, you know, tapas and, you know, cocktails or a glass of wine. And this would be great for bedtime as well. The next one, let me tell you, it's the hardest fragrance to find. It is so hard to find. It is a discontinued fragrance, but I knew I had to get myself a bottle. So I searched and searched for a couple of months to try and find this flanker of Von Cott Faubourg. 24 Faubourg, however you want to say it, Von Cott Faubourg. This is Eau Delicate. And it is, oh my gosh, supposed to be so amazing. People all over the world have talked about this. I have actually watched a YouTube video in Portuguese because I wanted to get to know this fragrance a little bit better. And they didn't have captions for that in English for me to understand. Now, Portuguese is similar to Spanish. I'm not fluent, but I know the language a bit. And so I was able to pick up a lot just on expression alone, and then some of their descriptors on how this fragrance would set or feel or work on the skin. I had to get myself a bottle. Now, let's try it out. I hope I'm not disappointed. Of course, it has the classic Hermes high quality, heavy weighted bottle. This one has a lighter tone at the top. I know when it first initially came out, it was more of a silver top, but since they reintroduced it in, I believe, 2012, I'll check that in just a second. It's still a gold tone, but not as brassy or gold as the original Eau de Parfum. From my friends, I am told that this is a perfect fragrance for spring and summer. So if you love the original 24 Faubourg or Von Cott Faubourg, try my best. Please be patient with me. I try my best to pronounce all of these names. Okay, so if you love the original Eau de Parfum, which I love to wear in the winter and fall, this one is supposed to take you all the way around the year. This one is a lighter variation, but still a little different in the notes. But it has the base, the common DNA that the Eau de Parfum does. Oh my goodness. This is so good. This is a hit. This is a beautiful, gorgeous, sensual. It is so beautiful, and it is delicate, but it's not so light. Like if you've heard me describe like Rogue Love, that is super delicate, super light, nowhere near this type of fragrance. But when I'm talking about light, like Eau Fraiche, a little bit lighter than like an eau de toilette, but you're still gonna get longevity. Like it smells high quality, it smells long lasting. I know that may be strange to say, but usually you can tell on a fragrance that's gonna be longer wearing when you smell it. At least I know I can. Whew, that is gorgeous. Von Cott Faubourg Eau de Toilette by Hermes is a white floral, fresh, spicy, aromatic citrus and musky fragrance. It is a love for so many. It is off the charts on its rating. It is ideal for spring, summer, and daytime. So if you live in the United States, let's say, and you're in a milder environment, California, you know, Florida, you're going to be able to use this year round. This is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the notes. African orange flower, jasmine, geranium, bay leaf, musk, and sandalwood. Let me tell you, what a masterpiece by Jean-Claude Elena. So good. Okay. So good. That is Van Cat Faubourg Eau de Toilette by Hermes. That is a hit for me. A hit. A must-have. Like, that is going to be on my forever rotation tray. I will never be without, and I will buy a backup bottle. And like I said, it is hard to find. It took me at least 2 months to find one of this variation and the large bottle. It sounded exactly like I wanted. So the next one, I saved this one for last because one of my viewers, and I hope she's my subscriber, was recommended to me by Mara Lopez. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct, sweetheart, because you talked about your current favorite being Pure Poison. Now, I have Dior fragrances, but I don't have any of Hypnotic Poison, Poison Girl. I don't have any of those fragrances. So I wanted to go ahead and start adding them to my collection because I heard so many of y'all have talked about loving these fragrances. So I just got mine in today, no joke. So this one here is Pure Poison Eau de Parfum by Dior. And Mara says it is her current favorite. She thinks it's her favorite floral ever of any designer fragrances. The woodiness and the florals combine so well, giving it perfect depth. And she said for her, of course. But hey, y'all know a lot of gorgeous fragrances, and I can't wait to continue to add more to my collection. So I had to jump on it. She described it. It was enticing, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it out. So Mara, if you're watching, thank you so much for your recommendation. And let's go ahead and take a smell. I love the bottle. It's gorgeous. It has this opalescence type vibe with this gorgeous white pearlescent type apple. Love it. The bottle is heavy weighted, perfectly fitting into the hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can tell why this is a love of yours. This is a hit. What a great recommendation. Oh my gosh. Okay, where have I been? I swear I must have been under a rock. I smell gardenia and orange blossom. I can smell that initially. Oh, definitely. The gardenia and the orange blossom is beautiful. Okay, so in the top notes, you have jasmine, orange, bergamot, Sicilian mandarin. In the middle notes, gardenia and orange blossom. That's what I'm smelling. And then you have sandalwood, white amber, cedar, and white musk in the base notes. Mara, thank you so much for this recommendation. This is absolutely one of my favorites that I have been recommended. That is Pure Poison by Dior. All right, so just a quick recap of what I purchased. Caleche, definitely a hit for me. That was a success. I love it during the springtime. It smells like a springtime, daytime fragrance for me. Definitely a hit though, high quality Hermes fragrance. Staying with Hermes is the Van Cat Faubourg Eau Delicate. This is a lifer for me. It's going to be used so much in my collection. I can't wait till spring and summer to get my hands on this, or maybe even just date night. It is nice, soft, gentle, but still sensual and sexy, that it's going to bring about wonderful memories for you. That's a hit. Okay. Of course, my Narciso Rodriguez. Huge fan of this designer fragrances and his collection. Musc Noir. Beautiful, everyday, all year round, gorgeous fragrance. Another hit for me. Pure Access by Paco Rabanne. Another hit. So far, so good in my blind buys for my first haul of 2023. Loving this. The only thing that I am curious about is this cap. It's a little cheap compared to the rest. So it's not obnoxious. I'd rather have it simplistic, but I would have liked a heavier weighted bottle and not this kind of plastic thing. But overall, the fragrance, the juice itself, so good. The Lattafa Private Gold Confidential. It's an okay fragrance. It's middle of the road. It's not a miss, but it's definitely not a love of mine. Would I reach for this fragrance initially to go anywhere? Probably not, but it would be one that I would wear if I was running errands and I was having a kind of day. That's just me. You tell me if you love it. And if it is one of your favorites, well, good, I'm happy for you. All right, and the last one, and I'm so glad I saved the best for last. It happens to be a great choice by Mara. Thank you so much. Love the Pure Poison. Definitely wearing this. I'm going to be using this for the next few days and testing it out and see how it wears on my skin. All right, everyone. I know this was a long one, but I was excited about all these fragrances. I couldn't stop talking about them. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so that you'll know when I put out content. And don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Remember, with love, anything is possible. Until next time, everyone. Bye.